It's about time we get some more information on Toyota's upcoming lineup. Now, this is the Toyota European newsroom. Does that mean this vehicle might not come to the United States? There's that possibility. I'm not going to rule it out, but this is 100% coming to Europe either in September or January, depending on which vehicle this is. Okay. I have sources that have given me a small roadmap of what's to come in Europe. I just don't know exactly which model this is going to be. We'll detail this today. I'll share my thoughts on what it is, what it might be, and all that good stuff. But guys, look at all these trademarks. So make sure to stay at the end. We have new trademarks for Toyota models in the United States, and there are tons of them. It is wild. Okay, so make sure to stay to the end because I have all sorts of thoughts and excitement for trademarks. Okay, now there is a teaser video. So let me pull up this teaser video. I have not watched it yet, so let's watch it together for the first time. It looks like we have some mist or smoke. And this is supposed to be a BEV. Well, it will be a BEV. We just don't know a whole lot of other stuff. Okay, some lightning. Okay, let's go back. We had a little bit of a flash there. 2 frames, just 2 frames, where we see the side profile, very prominent hood. And then really aggressive wraparound tail lights. Okay, so let's keep playing. Cool. Okay, we're finally getting something. All right, shaky cam footage of the rear tail lights. Lobster claws. Hello. Let's keep playing. Okay, we have some more body lines, door handles. Is this door handle sticking out? I don't know if it's like it looks like more of a traditional door handle from Toyota instead of like a one that sucks into the side of the door for better aerodynamics. Okay, so we saw lobster claws. This is bizarre. Okay, so we have lobster claw taillights here. It almost looks, I don't know, like a Subaru or something. And then this is not lobster claw taillights. This looks like a future Venza taillight situation. Does it mean it won't have any lobster claws? It's possible. Very strange. All right. Yes, it has more traditional door handles. We have a better look at it there. Okay, so we might have some lobster claw headlights. Toyota likes using those very sharp headlights with their new hammerhead design. Okay, here's a real look at the rear. Okay, it looks Porsche esque from the back with the light bar. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what this is about. Is that a different vehicle? Oh, is that the BR? Is that the sorry, the BRs? These are the GR86. Like, what the heck is this? That doesn't make sense to me. I can't figure out what I'm seeing there. If you guys can remedy this one for me. But I mean, we got a better look at the rear here. Absolutely. Very sporty looking light bar. It looks similar to maybe the Crown sedan in some ways, but the Crown sedan's rear taillights is bisected by the Toyota logo. This looks like it runs all the way across without being interrupted. It looks very Porsche to me. That's it. This is our best image of it. All right. Do we have any concepts from Toyota that are similar? And absolutely. I mean, let me pull them up. LA Auto Show 2023, Toyota debuted for our market a concept. It was called the BZ compact SUV. So let's minimize this down a bit. And this is the closest thing that I'm aware of. This is the BZ compact SUV. I don't see how this is not what we're seeing down below. They've tailed off the aggressiveness and the thickness of these headlights. Seemingly, they made them more streamlined here. But I have, I guess I'm not going to go through my B-roll a whole lot, but the tail lights are different now. We know that for sure. So we look at these tail lights, and then I pull up the images of the tail lights of the BZ compact SUV. Totally different. And in fact, I think the production ones look better. We have an added spoiler here. And I don't think we have this like finned spoiler up top. At least I didn't see it in the silhouette. It could be there, but again, we don't have a lot of detail on the side profile here. All right, speaking of side profile, I should have an image of the side profile of this car. All right, here we go. It looks awfully similar. So Toyota has kept this sort of design pretty much the same. We don't know about the lines. Again, the door handle was sucked in here to the side, and they went with a more traditional door handle. And if you look, this is the only door handle that's visible, meaning like the concept, the door handle is going to be somewhere up here, which is not good for kids. It's hard for little kids to reach that door handle, but it's not that big of a deal. All right. But this is what we're seeing. This is the concept. There are going to be differences. We already know the taillights and the headlights are different. The door handles are different with this model. Now, the interior is going to be a bit of a mystery. The interior was very futuristic in the concept. It should be for a concept. Look at this. This was very surprising. I spent time in here, and these screens were functional. This LED OLED screen that was bendable. How much of this is going to make it to the production? I don't know. I doubt that they have a steering yoke. All right. But they could have a dual screen setup like this. It's not unheard of. But if they have a bendy screen like this, that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. But look how minimal this is. You have wireless chargers. You have the drive select. And it's unlikely to be just like this. What would I like to see them bring over? Oh, I like the minimalism here of this gray and black two-tone. I really like that. It's simple, but we're going to have more door controls. Now, this is not, and yes, there was a little Easter egg here, Toyota BZ, and that made it into the real concept, not just these renders. This will not be on Toyota's next-gen platform. This is a revision of their current platform that the BZ4X is on, which has its limitations. But it should be built in Japan, more than likely, would be my guess. And this is more than likely the C SUV coming in September of 2025 for Europe. So it's coming pretty soon. And so the reveal being March 12th makes a lot of sense. They like doing reveals maybe 6 months ahead of time, if not sooner. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September, that's 6 months. And then there will be another vehicle coming in January called the BZ4X Touring. This is the first time you guys are hearing this. Now, this model I expect potentially to make it to the United States, as well as this C SUV BEV. Now, it might come down to tariffs. I have no idea. But we for sure will be getting the refreshed BZ4X, which is supposed to be coming this summer. I don't exactly know what they're refreshing on it. Styling would be my guess. Technology to some degree. Hopefully range. Hopefully like next gen or next generation e-axles and stuff like that. I think they can make it a lot more efficient. But this vehicle right here, this is going to be very close to the production version of this vehicle. Now, I don't know what it's going to be called. If I look at some of my other materials here, it could be called something like the CHR Plus. I don't know if that's going to stick. I have no idea. All right. I just have some materials here and I don't know how outdated they are. Okay. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say for that vehicle. And I will debut it for you guys on the channel. Now, ironically, there is no information on the Toyota USA press room. Let me pull it up. Here's Toyota USA newsroom. We don't have this concept, or should I say we don't have this teaser of a reveal coming, for the United States market. But Toyota freaking teased this vehicle for us at the LA Auto Show in 2022. I mean, I just don't know when it would come to the United States for sure. It's got to be coming. It's got to be coming. Now, is there a possibility that this model, this Toyota, could be built in Europe? Yes, there's a possibility. They have a plant in Turkey. it's a possibility. I think they build the CHR in that plant in Turkey. So maybe they have this electric CHR coming. All right. So it's a sportback. It shouldn't be that much different than a BZ4X is my anticipations. There's been a lot of trademarks for Toyota since I covered the LBX trademark. And since all these other trademarks have come out, it makes me wonder if this LBX trademark has less weight to it, less likelihood that that small subcompact, not a micro car, but a segment Lexus crossover would come to the United States. I don't know if it's coming or not, right? But look what they also trademarked. Alphard. That is their minivan that we don't get in the United States. Could they replace the Sienna with it? Now, there have been talks, and these talks are old, and I don't know, like, things change so fast for Toyota, all right, and all these manufacturers with the current landscape in the automotive market. But I heard that the Sienna was going to Japan for production. Well, that doesn't make sense. The Sienna's never been made in Japan. But if those sources were accurate to some degree, that means we could get the Alphard, we could get the Velfire, we could get the LM from Lexus, and we could get the Estima Previa potentially coming from Japan. But you also have to keep in mind that in the Indiana plant where they build the Sienna, they need more production there for the Highlander, the Grand Highlander, the BEVs as well, that are the Lexus TX. Sorry, I forgot to mention that, as well as the BEVs that they're going to be building in that plant. So it would almost make sense to import something like the Alphard, which has just got a plug-in hybrid, something I've been asking for on the Sienna for years now. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with the minivan game for Toyota. Toyota Coaster. This is literally like their RV sort of vehicle. Are we going to get that? No. The Harrier. Now, the Harrier was rebadged as a Venza, and that was discontinued in the United States. The Noah and the Voxy are small. They're not K cars, but they're not that much bigger either. Let me pull up what a Toyota Noah is. I don't know why. This is almost like a Honda Stepwagon competitor. I don't know why we're getting all these trademarks from Toyota for the United States. I guess they're just protecting themselves if they ever decide to use those names. And they would have to go through so much work, these vehicles, in terms of crash protection, that it wouldn't make it cost effective to bring it to the United States. Something bigger like the Alphard would make more sense. The Caldina, that's an older name. I'm not going to pull up all these. The Corona is an older name. The Celsior is an older name. The Carina is an older name. The Vista, the Hilux. Well, we know the Hilux never going to come here because of the chicken tax, right? The Hilux will never come here, but they trademarked it, and it used to exist here. We used to get the Hilux before things went sour. Is this the newest page? No, this is up back in October where we got a lot of cool stuff. So we got the Century, the Mark X, the Progress, and then in the past few days we've got some more. So the Corona, the Cenos, the Celsior, the Century. Again, I believe the Century was trademarked in 2024 for Toyota, but we could be getting the Century. I would love to get a Century stateside, but they need to badge it as a Lexus. That's how I see it. I don't know what the Wego is. Let me look that up. That sounds fun. It's tiny. It's like smaller than a Yaris, so it looks like. So Toyota Rise. That's like a joint venture with Daihatsu. The Urban Cruiser is a joint venture with Suzuki. Hold on a sec. So this Urban Cruiser EV is also known as a Suzuki e-Vitara. These are built in India and exported into Europe. So Toyota and Blue Nexus, so that's Denso and Aishin, they are providing the e-axles for those Urban Cruisers and e-Vitaras. What we get in the United States, highly unlikely. Velfire is kind of the sporty version of the Alphard. The Voxy is similar to the Noah. Deli Boy, Kluger. The Kluger is the same thing as a Highlander, but for like Australia and maybe China. Prado, well, we already get the Prado here, and Toyota just calls it Land Cruiser. The MRS, now that's interesting, but I don't think Toyota is going to use this name ever again for a mid-engine sports car. The Estima, so this got me real excited. I'm a big fan of the Previa, big fan of the Estima, and there are talks that Toyota's bringing it back. Would it come to America? I have no idea. It's sadly, I mean, who knows? If Toyota's bringing it back, there's always a chance that it comes to the United States. Look at all the Crown models we get from Japan. So, well, not all of them, just a couple of them, right? Wish we had all of them, like the Crown Sport and the Crown Real Sedan. And then this is the one that just, I had to mention it. Once I saw Land Cruiser FJ trademarked for the United States, are we going to get a baby Land Cruiser? Or is this something different than the baby Land Cruiser? I don't know. But I don't know what Toyota, like, I don't think Toyota could bring a Hilux Champ-based Land Cruiser into the United States. It just wouldn't pass emissions regulations. It wouldn't pass safety regulations, crash test standards, that sort of thing. Out of all of these, the minivans are the Estima / Previa and the Alphard / Velfire. Those are the only ones I think we could see come in to the United States. So those would be the best chance of everything I mentioned today. We already get the Prado as the J250 Land Cruiser. And there's a possibility of the Century too. I forgot about that. And stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. March 12th. So it's probably going to be something like in the middle of the night here in the United States. Let me look up what time this will be. Okay, Central European time, 12 a.m., roughly when this is going live. Okay, it's 6 p.m. So it'll be 6 p.m. March 11th for us, if my time traveling brain can wrap my head around that. So it'll be March 11th, 6 p.m. Maybe I'll do a live stream. Let me know if you guys would like to do a live stream. This would be, let me see what the 11th is. The 11th of March is a Tuesday. So in Europe, if you guys are watching this in Europe, or if you're in Australia or Japan, you guys will be seeing this reveal on the 12th. We will be seeing it on the 11th, the evening of the 11th. All right, for this CHR Plus, BZ3X, could be BZ3X. Who knows? I don't think it's going to be the BZ4X Touring. I think that's going to be more of a wagon. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more Toyota updates. Make sure you're subscribed. Lots of fun stuff coming this spring and, well, especially early summer. We're going to have so much Toyota stuff is your head's going to hurt. All right. Thank you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.